Okay, hi, Mukta, Anusha, and Tejashwini, and
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Hello, sir.
good
Good morning.
morning. Good morning. Yeah, let's start with the files today. Okay, suppose files. You know a general file that txt and this we are going to do with how to read these files or how to write and create a file and everything. For that, we have almost this class called name as file. This class is already present in Java and this is known as file. And this is defined under java.io. This has been defined under this particular package that is java.io. And the file has some constructors. The constructors is like string, your directory, path, then it is file, string, directory, path, and the file name. These are the overridden constructors. You can have this directly file, your file object, and the string file name. And then you can have this also, that particular your URI of that URI, this file, somewhere it has been stored maybe in some URI and you can give it to the URI name. So let's check a program. Let's create a file somewhere, maybe in my D drive. I'm creating a file folder. I'm creating file examples, and inside this I'm going to create a text file that is called suppose demo.txt. Under it I'm going to write this is a demo class. Suppose I need to read this particular file. First, I will start with this one by one the streams and everything. First, we will check how to get the file name and everything. I'm creating a package called file demo. Inside this, I'm creating a class. This is also my file demo. Maybe I'm taking a public static void main. It is already there. So now for this, make suppose I am making printing the string. Maybe first let me print a string static void p someone. Let me write string s. This will print me the string system dot out dot println. I'm printing this as. Now to take the file, okay, we need to create this file object of this class, and I'm giving the directly the this I'm using this particular called this functionality directly the directory path. So let me go to the file that I had created here. Let me give this. See, I need to import this particular java.io, and I have done it. Now this I'm doing it as a star. Now if I had printed this particular Hi Tejashwani, I think that Kalyani has passed you the presenter role. Could you just pass me it again?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hanuman? Oh, I have
Okay.
given you present.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have given you Sarvan now.
So share.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So class, please tell me from where you got disconnected because I was means did you
Just
get
writing the
this
path.
uh, path? Yeah. I
It
was writing the path and then I have written the file name and I am printing it here. So suppose if I hadn't given the path called the demo.txt here, if I had not given this, now you can check it will print me the directory name. This is printing me the file examples, that is the directory name. So for a path, I need to give this particular txt the whole path with the including your file. Then I'm going to get this particular called file get name. So you can check. See, it is printing me this demo. Now you can have this particular called path. You can print the path in such a way like f1 dot get path. You have lots of, you can check, you have lots of functions here. So let me give it this as a path, or you can give the absolute path also. You can check the parent. Parent is there, yes. Now you can check this. See, it is printing me everything. This the parent is D example files, the path and absolute path. I can give the relative and the absolute path here. And now I give this particular called. I can check the file if it exists or not, like something called f1 dot exist. Okay, one I think. If f1 dot exists, then let me print it exists, else does not exist. Let's print this. Suppose if I had given something called txt here, and you can check, it prints me exist. Now if I had given demo one, which is not been exist there, I can check. It is printing me demo one, but it is printing me that it does not exist. This file does not exist because demo one was not present inside my this particular call directory. So it prints me it doesn't exist. Now you can check here. Now if I can write that whether this file is in the read-only mode or I can write this particular this can write, I think yes, it's there can write, and we can give this writable or not writable. Now again we can give something called if we can read this, means if the file can be readable. So again we have something called something check me can read. Yeah. So we have this can read. Let me write readable or not readable. You can check whether it's a directory or not, like if it is a directory, is directory. We have this, okay? So we can do in this particular set, if it is a directory or a not directory, suppose if it is there, then we can give if it is a directory or it is not a directory. You can also give whether it's a file. And suppose there's a difference between a directory, means directory is still my this file examples is a folder that is a directory, and demo txt is a file. So when I'm referring to this demo txt, this should come as not a directory, but if I give it as a file, is file, then it will show me it's file or it's not a file. Then also we can check whether it's the last modified or the file is it's absolute. You can also check this, or we can give it as not absolute. We can also check the last modified of this file, something I think it's their last, yes. Or also you can check the file size. I think it's length, yeah, it's length. I need to pass the string. We'll convert it to string size of the file. Let's check this. See, it has shown me not readable, it's a readable, writable, it's not a directory, file is not a something it's called, it's a file, whether it's absolute, yes, it's absolute, last modified date, the timestamp it has printed me, and the size of the file is showing me as 0. See, it is of 0 KB. It is showing me as 0. Did I save anything? Suppose this is a demo class. I'm saving it. I can check. It is 1 KB. The length will be shown as my number of bytes it has. So you can check this, the length in number of bytes is 21. Suppose if I had given it only demo here, you can check this, it will show me that this is a directory, and let me give it here and you can check. See, it is showing me it is a directory, not a file, and it is showing me the size as 0. So let's go there. And this is the how to read the file name. It's the way you can do particularly here. You have many other like is hidden. You have the file like you can check something. You can also check is hidden the file name, or you can also do like delete on exit. When we will exit, then it will going to delete, or you can directly delete it from the file. If I give it here delete, then it is going to delete my particular file. Now suppose you have a list of, means in your directory you have a list of files. So what are you going to do there? So let's check. You have something called list of files. Suppose here I had another file called demo1. How to take that particular list of file here? Suppose I'm writing demo1. How this particular list is being taken? So let me write up to this directory here, and let me write the program. I've given the directory there. Now if I'm checking it, if I've seen is directory, let me check this first, and then I'm going to do, let me sys out it, directory of, suppose let me take this as a string directory name, or dir name as this. Now this directory name, I'm passing it here. I know the directory name is going to be my this directory of this, and let me take the, suppose, see, I'm taking in this particular fashion. Suppose the s equal to f1 dot list. See, this will take me a list of particular file. This is going to take me the list, the demo1 or demo2, this particular string will be there. So let me write string file equal this s, and let me read the files again. Suppose f equal to new file, I'm going to give this directory the whole file name as this directory plus, and plus the file names. The file names will be something called s, particularly this is file. This particular file is going to be my file name. So you can check. Now I'm doing a sys out here. F dot file name, f dot get name. You can check. See, it is printing me demo and demo text one. Suppose you had a something, this had something, another directory inside it. Suppose a new folder, directory 2, and then I had something called here as my example demo 3. Sorry, let me create another file called demo 3 here. How to take this? When this is going to be my list, it is going to take one of my directory files too. So what I can do is I can give something called, suppose if file, sorry, this particular f, yes, this particular f, if f is directory, not a directory, I'm given a negation here, then it is going to print me this particular functionality. Else, if it is a directory, then I'm going to take another, suppose I'm going to take the inside this particular directory, so I can give another like this file or string s2 equal to f dot list. You can check this s2 will contain, this s2 is going to contain the directory 2, and inside that those files are being contained. So if I can check here this s2, I know this going to be my another file, so let me write it this way. This is my directory, that was f, so directory plus this particular file, yeah, and again plus this and plus, I know s2 only it has one file, so let me print it as s0. Now let me print this also. Let's see this. See, it is printing me demo3. So this was a particular if af, when I'm taking a list here, particular list here, it is taking me this directory2, demo and demo1. I'm checking whether these are directories. If a negation whether this is not a directory, then I'm printing the names demo and demo1. If it is a directory, then again I'm going inside it, I'm taking a list and I'm printing this demo3 here. So this is way you can check with your. Now what you can do, you can also use called file name filter. Let's do a program called file name filter, then you can understand. Let's suppose if I had given it here string, or let me start it from here itself. Suppose, okay, okay, let's do where it is, directory. I've given the directory name. Suppose let me write a program instead of that making it more complex. Let me write it from before. Suppose I'm taking the directory name d1 and d2. So, and I'm deleting this. I'm deleting this. So I know only two files are there. This is the directory name that I have given. Inside this particular directory name I've already given. Now this file name filter, you can check file name filter. You can do it this way. Suppose I'm giving an object only. Suppose new only ext. You can give it as txt. Here, sorry, let me make a class first. I have to make a class. Let me make a class only ext with this class name, and this is going to implement the interface. This is called the interface. This implements my interface called file name filter. Actually, this file name filter, this example, okay, this is under Java. Okay, this is not. Cannot create an interface or okay. See, this file name filter, what it will do, I'm trying to explain here. Suppose you have another file which is of an .xml type. Suppose if I just printed it here, suppose uh, another file that I'm saving at, it is going to be, I'm doing a save as here as demo XML, but I want to take only the text files, means .txt files. See, this is of type. You can check. This property is of type .xml, but I want to take only .txt files. So I can implement this particular called file name filter, and I'm going to implement this. And you check how I'm going to do this. Suppose let me write a constructor first. Public only ext string ext, and then this .ext. This is dot I'm putting. You can have a .txt or something, and the extension that I'm giving. Extension, this is going to accept me. So let me create a extension variable called this, and you can check this. This will take the particular extension, whether it's .xml, .txt, or .csv, and I am going to return this. It will be true, means it will be accepted when this particular name, suppose this particular string name that has been presented here will ends with this particular called eaxt. Then only we can accept this particular file. You can accept file filter, means I am just doing it there. You can give anything here, means not only ext, you can give, if it starts with d, then also you can give the file name. If we are doing it here, now you can check. I'm giving a txt file name here, and then I'm doing a string, suppose s equal to f1 dot list, but I'm only passing this particular called only here. Now I'm doing a for each loop for string file, this particular s it has, so it is printing me this out, file dot get name, sorry, file dot yes, I can do it directly. I'm doing it file. I can check. See, only demo and demo1 is being printed. It is not taking me the something. Suppose I had to rename this particular thing. I'm renaming Sorry. Suppose I'm renaming it to example XML and I want to accept something here. You can check accept something here. I can write anything here. That name of the file here. I'm taking the name again. This dot name, or you can also write name, or you do not need to write anything here. Only this function if the name, or let me write it, something called this dot name is equal to name or name starts. Start with this particular call. Now if I go to the file demo, I write here something called ex examples. Let me check this. So will it print me examples only? Yes. See, this is my file name filter. Remember, when you're creating a file, you might need to filter the names with the txt or anything here. So this is going, and this has a particular method inside it called accept. It will accept the file that is starting, ending, or whatever conditions you give it here. So this is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, today it was a bit late. So remember, I need to end it here because I need to go to office today and I need to get ready. From the next class, please do with particular call. We will start with streams, buffer input stream, somewhere scanner, string tokenizers, and file output stream, input stream, output stream, and everything. And these are not only related to files, yes, these are heavily related to files, but stream is a byte array that you can get and you need to read. So we'll start with the streams and then we will go with the file writer and reader, because whenever you will be asked your Java questions, they will directly ask you to use your buffered output streams or input streams to write inside a file, not the direct library functions like the file reader and file this. And from the next class, we are going to start with the particular called stream. Okay,
Yeah,
Bhumika
okay,
is
sir.
okay, and we'll be having the classes from my second. That is today is December. Okay, I have a plan till 1st January, so I will be having the same from 8 a.m. IST on 12th January. I think that is 1st January, your ninth. So any
Okay.
problem do you have?
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah. So bye for now, and
Yes,
we
sir.
will
Thank
meet
you.
next class on second. Yeah, bye.
Okay, sir. Bye.